today's episode, we had Aly Fahd, which is the founder and the CEO of PakLaunch. I would love to talk about the ROI thing, maybe to close up. You are launching a very big cohort.
Yeah.
And also a TV program, or is it going to be only digital?
It would be. It's a television show.
Okay.
So it will be available on different platforms.
It's a Shark Tank. What is it? Can you explain for us? And where are you from this process?
Yeah, it's Bazaar is the name of the show, and the concept was that in our part of the world, like a lot of the entrepreneurs, also beside the funding, they also need mentorship. So this particular program is, we had few thousand people who applied. We have cherry-picked close to 100 entrepreneurs. We connected them with 42 mentors from different sectors, closer to where these entrepreneurs were. They will go through 3 months of mentoring from these top mentors. So to give an idea about our mentors, like Aly Fahd is one of them, Ehsan Saya from Daraz CEO, Arif Iqbal from Lam CEO, Myra Co-Natural CEO. So all these people have, raised money or they invest money, who are, mentoring these entrepreneurs. So they will go through it for 3 months. We will also do a lot of due diligence as part of it. So we will ask them to show their financials and stuff. So if you're claiming that, your valuation is this, or, you have a revenue.
What are your numbers?
Yeah, exactly. Show us your tax filings and all those things. If you're post revenue and things like that. So our goal is to do that for the first 3 months. And then starting from January, these people will come, a select group of these people. So almost half will make it to the final recording of the show, and they'll come and pitch in front of the gurus, is what we are calling, who are the investors.
Okay.
And each one of the guru has to commit to $500,000 in an escrow account. So they will put the money in a separate account before they come on the show. So we want to make sure if they say they will invest money, they will actually invest money. So not that they can't do due diligence after the show, but the money needs to exchange hands pretty quick. It's committed. The third thing we are doing, also part of the show, is between ARY and PakLaunch, we have raised close to $2 million of our own fund. So the goal is that, out of those 50 companies, let's say, that come on the show,
right?
And there might be some companies that investors do not like, but ARY and PakLaunch team, we think we can help them. We might end up putting some of our own money in.
Right.
But that fund is not only supposed to be just for the show. Our goal is percentage of the money goes towards the show, but eventually we want to use it for Pakistani diaspora as well, and the Pakistani companies that want to go global. So it's a beginning of
funding
a new PakLaunch. Exactly.
Like funding the expansion.
Exactly. So we want to, so that is the third stage. So that's what makes the show unique. Okay. That first is we are doing all the due diligence and stuff before, the show is even aired. Then we have gurus who are putting the money in escrow account.
Right.
Third one is we have our own fund.
Amazing. What is an unpopular opinion that you have around the tech scene today?
I think like two things. I think you're assuming, I'm assuming you want to know about Pakistan, right? So generally in Pakistan.
Region. The MENA region. MENA region, I call it.
Okay, MENA region. So I'll probably make it more relevant for the lot of the PakLaunch side.
Right.
The Pakistani entrepreneurs here, founders. I think there are two things. One is I feel the founders need to think big. I feel like a lot of the founders in the region, especially in Pakistan, they think much smaller.
Okay.
That we have
that
certain
Americans.
amount of yeah, you will have a certain amount of revenue, and suddenly your lifestyle changes, and the way you are treating people, talking to people, I think kind of changes.
Right.
I do think $5, $10, $20 million might be great, but you need to think big. That's one.
Dream big.
The second one is be more strategic thinker. I do think a lot of people here can be, and I've seen it across the board with emerging markets. People can tend to be very transactional.
Right.
And I feel like it's a much longer haul. It's a much longer journey, and you will have ups and downs. So one of the things I've seen people is, depending on how well they're doing or not doing, their relationships and their demeanor changes. And some of the best founders I've come across who have done really, really well, they're very humble and modest. Actually, the more successful they've gotten, the more modest and humble they've gotten. So I would think that don't let success get to your head. Think big, build relationships, be more strategic person, like think longer term, not
Right.
like transactionally just now kind of a mindset. And I see that in MENA a lot more than I see it in
It's
US.
kind of a survival mode.
It's a survival mode. I think people want,
Activated.
like right now, if I'm speaking with you, what can I get now? That kind of a mindset is there in a lot of emerging markets.
Unfortunately for our market, if you don't have that patience and that passion
Yeah.
for what you're doing, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Depression.
100%. So that's what I do. I have a lot of guests in our webinar. Believe it or not, it took me like almost some of the examples for like year, 2 years. And people have
To
told
get
me,
them there.
Oh yeah. Like there was one founder who came to one of the biggest VCs in the world. They
Right.
came to one of our unconference, ended up getting COVID in 2022, and sent me some of the nastiest messages that you were reckless, careless, and blah blah blah. And we were part of some committees together over time. And by the way, like we had shared all the information with them. We were following the protocol of the city we were in, which at the time was probably one of the most strict in the world, like Palo Alto. So it wasn't that we were not following their orders and stuff and all the regulation. But anyways, it took that person almost a year and a half, and I got a message from him that, Ali, like, one thing I'll give you credit, you're very, very persistent. So how can I help? Then he did marketing for us for one of our webinars. He came and did webinar with us. Then he came to our next conference as well. And he's probably one of the biggest VC in the world. There was another...
So persistence pays off.
Yeah, patience, and again, you are looking at longer term, right? You're not looking for something like right now. And I tell that to startup founders, hey, at unconference too, we don't allow pitching. It's pretty unique. Like people say, oh yeah, we go to Startup Grind or the different shows, and
No
they
pitching.
get to pitch. And I say, like, if I'm meeting you for the first time, you start like selling me something, it's a turn off.
Build the connection first.
Build the connection, and typically money will follow.
What's the worst pitch you've heard?
Like some of the pitches, one of the things that I feel is like when people come and they want you to invest money so that they can jump the ship and do the idea, and they have a day job, they just have an idea back of the napkin, but they don't want to jump on the idea, or they haven't done anything, but they want people to fund their idea so that they can jump the ship.
A one pager.
From a one pager, and I feel like you need to have some skin in the game, right? Like I like
course.
people like how much of your own money you have put in, how much of your own time you have put in, have you built something? And I come across a lot of people who just say, oh yeah, I'm working, I'm really busy, but I really think it's a good idea, I would love to build it, can you help me raise like $3 million so that I can jump the ship, and then I will start doing it. So that is one of the things I've seen.
It's a red flag.
Yeah, it's kind of a red flag I've seen from a lot of people.
Can you name a startup or an industry you think is overrated now?
I think in our part of the world, I can't say anything which is like overrated. I can name like some startups which are doing well, or some of the sectors which are doing well. I think obviously clearly like fintech is doing pretty well, and like you're talking about Hubble. I think Hubble is doing phenomenally well. I do think there's a lot of effort going on within Pakistan on tokenization and crypto. I think that would be the next wave, and how it intertwines with fintech. So I think that would be the next big thing. I think health tech, I think, is underrated. I think it's not as funded, but I think it would come. I think edtech is another one of those. I do know AI is changing a lot of things, but I think again these are core to the human need, right? The same thing as agri-tech is not as funded, but again it's
The
core
base
to
of Maslow pyramid, so
Exactly.
we have no choice.
Yeah, exactly. So I do think at some point, I think agri-tech, health tech, fintech, health tech, edtech, I think these three are not getting as much funding as they are, but they're core to the human need.
I'll give you emoji. I need you to describe PakLaunch in 3 emojis.
See, I don't use emojis that much.
You are from the old generation, right?
So
Something that will come
these
to you.
three, I think one is, I don't know if it's the right emoji of explaining it well, but is the one, the left one is what, like smiling, laughing, or? Yeah. So yeah, we have had like I've met some of the most incredible people myself, and I hope other
Like
people
you have a good time.
Yeah, we have had great time. Like we have done events, and I've traveled with people all over. I was talking to one of our entrepreneurs that we have traveled to 7 countries together. The heart is again.
The heart is
Some
like,
of the some
you're
of the
pouring your heart in it.
putting my heart more than that. Like I've met a lot of people who have become my best friends and confidants.
Right.
Like I'm able to do PakLaunch because of Wasssl Gadget and some of the other partners who came in. I wouldn't be able to do it. So that is the hard part.
Full time at least.
Yeah. And then the
Then
crying
the
part
crying
is.
part. It's like a lot of emotion happening.
It's a thankless job too, right? It can be sometimes. Like you can put all the effort in. If I tell you like, okay, you have 12 episodes and you get like 50 people who want to come and they're messaging you, and like some of your closest friends too. Like it's hard to keep saying no.